do a song with Sick Jack, and I'm in that painting, and I'm in a, Sick Jack is coming out with a dope ass Spanish album, like all Spanish album. I mean, sick as fuck. And so I'm in that video, you know. We filmed it in Mexico City, and that's dope as hell.
Dr. Tooms, thank you again for joining us and sharing your incredible history in our studio tonight. Now, as your career continues to evolve, Dr. Tooms, in Los Angeles, we begin to see a new name on the streets. It's everywhere, but nobody knows who it is. TLOKS is born.
That guy again. You know, I'm tired of people mixing me up with that guy.
Wow! MF TLOKS! Incredible, bro. Can you please tell us, what does TLOKS mean? Where does the name come from? Can you please share with us the history, the origins of TLOKS?
Well, TLOKS just means TOOMER loks. And, you know, some of the people I met in my life were, you know, they got sick of saying the whole word TOOMER, so they would call me T and Loks. What's up, T-Loks? What's up, T? What's up, T-Loks? You know, so I was like, hey, that sounds pretty good, man. You know, back then, it's not like now with all these clowns putting a letter and copying Loks at the end of it, pretty much swinging on my nuts. Before, I was the only one doing that. I was only putting loco or Loks at the end of one letter of your name, you know? There was nobody else doing it but me.
You put in so much work with TOOMER, years and years. Why do you switch to TLOKS?
The police. You know what I mean? I got raided and I just, you know, and also too, you have fun with graffiti. You have fun with letters. You want to change it around. You want to do something different. So I felt like it was time to move on. You know, with TOOMER, I did TOMER, you know, TOOMS, 2MR. I kind of like ran out of ways of doing it. So everybody in my regular life was just calling me TLOKS. What's up, TLOKS?
How do you feel people view the name TLOKS? Are you a villain? Do you embrace the villain role?
Fully embrace the villain role, you know, because no matter what I do, I go save puppies out of a fiery building, and people are going to be like, you probably set the fire in the first place, you know what I mean? Just, people are corny like that, you know, no matter what I do, I'm always going to be a villain, so fuck it. Let's be that villain, you know what I mean?
Were there other names that you considered besides TLOKS?
T-Nuts, I mean, like nuts is the same as loco, you know? T-Steak, you know, a lot of my friends are calling me T-Steak too, and I've done some T-Steak pieces and shit. But I like T-Loks for the fact that local, you know what I mean? I'm a Chicano. I was born in LA. It brings back my West Coast roots of West Coast graffiti, West Coast, you know, type of art, which comes from, you know, pachucos and the cholo culture of or placazos, you know. So I like mixing that up. You know, now I brought the graffiti version of TOOMER because it's more of a graffiti hip hop style name, but with loco on it, and it shares my Mexican roots and my Chicano-ness and everything, you know. So I like it all. I like it all. But it's hard to explain that in other countries. I think a lot of writers in different countries like Mexico thought I wrote T-Lock. You know, they didn't understand the loc part of it, you know. But I did an interview in Spanish once, and I corrected that, and everybody now pretty much knows it's TOOMER Loco or, T-Loks is TOOMER Loco or T-Loks or T-Lok, you know.
In Los Angeles, we start seeing TLOKS everywhere. Did you enjoy having an alter ego where no one knew it was you? Because everyone was guessing, who is this guy? Where did he come from?
Yeah, no, in the beginning it was pretty cool. I remember one time I went to 7-Eleven and I hit up some writer as TLOKS. And he was like, I know your big homie TOOMER. And I was like, oh, really? Okay. Tell that motherfucker I said, fuck him, you know? So I've always had that little, you know, battle between alter egos, you know. TOOMER is more of the young generation kind of dude, and TLOKS is, you know, he's an old man, you know what I mean? Like, so I have fun with that too. And when I go to other countries, they don't know I'm TOOMER. They're looking at me like I'm just started writing graffiti, as TLOKS. So I like that too. It's cool because then they start talking about old school shit and they think I don't know nothing about it. And I was like, man, I was writing longer than you. So it's cool. It's cool to have another ego. And again, all of it's not real, The persona you meet me as TOOMER is different than the persona you meet me as TLOKS, and then my real whoever I really am is different from that too. So it's fun. It's like acting, you play different parts.